All right, we're doing some sales training on commercial properties we have Andre over here. Not sure if you're in the frame, but it's all good. Nice. So we're doing commercial property training. We have owners of multifamily properties in the Torrance area, which is awesome because we're right down in Torrance here. So the way I would do it and the way I would approach this is, super casual. We want to make sure that they know that we're local. We're just down the street. I'm just reaching out. Hey, how's it going? A lot of them don't have the name, so let's just say Johnson Family Trust. So I would call in. I'd be like, ring, 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 and then they answer. And I say, hey, is this Mr. Johnson? And then he'll be like, yeah, this is Mr. Johnson. Who's this? I would say, hey, Mr. Johnson, yeah, this is Chris from Adelfia Insurance here in Torrance. How's it going? And he'll be like, yeah, good. Sorry, Adelfia, where? Who? And I would say, yeah, Mr. Lee, my name is Chris, Adelfia Insurance. We're an independent insurance brokerage right here on Hawthorne and Lomita, just right down the street here. I see you have a property on 2913 Sepulveda Boulevard, and I just wanted to reach out, see if we could possibly help you save some money on your insurance. Like I said, we're just down the street here on Hawthorne and Lomita. Mr. Johnson, can we possibly run you a quote, see if we can help save you some money on your property? And then he's gonna be like, nope, I'm good. I don't I don't want a quote. I didn't reach out for a quote, so not sure why you're calling me right now. No worries, Mr. Johnson. Like I said, yeah, I just came across your property here, and we were just reaching out, see what we could do to possibly help you on your insurance, save some money, maybe find you a better quality company. Do you mind if I ask who you're currently with? And then he'll be like, no, that's none of your business. Do not ever ask me that. No worries, Mr. Johnson. Completely understand. Maybe I can just send you an email in case you ever do change your mind and you were looking for a quote. Can I get your email, Mr. Johnson? Maybe just send it to you and just so you have it. And then he'll be like, no. So, okay, let's just say it goes well. Like he's like, sure, yeah, you can, I'm super busy right now. I don't have too much time. Like, sure, I'll take a quote, but I'm just real busy right now. I don't have time. I would say, no worries, Mr. Johnson. I already have the property information in front of me. So all we need pretty much is just your email. I could send it over just to have it in your inbox. And then, you can compare from there. And then he'll be like, great, okay, send it to my email. And then, great, got your email. Mr. Johnson, real quick, do you mind if I ask what company you're with, what kind of coverage you have? Are you looking just to save money? Are you looking for a better quality company, better service? Or, what do you value in your insurance other than just, the price? So that's always we want to dig a little deeper. So once they give you the okay to send the quote, like they say, let's just say he's like, dude, I'm super busy, not right now. Just like, no worries. I already have the info. I'll just send it to you in your an email, just so you have it in front of you. Does that work? Because then it's just like no excuse. Like you gotta just take the quote, man. Like I'm just gonna email it to you anyway. So everyone's gonna say yes to that. They should say yes, unless they're the most unreasonable person. And so once they say that, they say yes to that. Andre, just make sure to dig a little deeper. Like that they're busy, but like almost, I know it sounds messed up. Don't like completely disregard. Like have empathy for them being busy, but also just say like, no worries, sir. And just one more question, Mr. Johnson, before I let you go. Just keep going. Try to keep going as much as you can because a lot of people are just going to say, I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. Everybody's busy. So just keep pushing through. Just say like, Mr. Johnson, one more thing before I let you go. Which company are you with? Do you know how much you're paying? Are you looking to save money? What else do you value other than your insurance? Like kind of dig a little deeper. And then he'll be like, yeah, I need the highest coverage. I want the best company. Just make sure like I have the best company and best price. Great, perfect. Sounds good, Mr. Johnson. Let me get to work on this, blah, blah, blah. And then dig a little, just keep trying to dig as much as you can. Maybe who do you have your auto insurance with? We always recommend bundling, who's your home with, and just keep going. Like, don't stop. I know everybody wants to like get off the phone as quick as possible because they get nervous. So don't get nervous. Just keep going, man. Like everyone's going to give you smoke screens constantly, constant smoke screens. And they're all just complaints. They're not like even objections to not move forward. It's like they're just complaining. So you have to look at them as complaints. Like when they're saying like, I'm busy, no worries, I totally understand. It just takes a minute. So Mike, real quick, what is this your property? So just like they're just complaining. See how I'd like kind of, I just kind of like disregarded it, but in a very kind of appropriate way. I wasn't like, oh, okay, no worries. Well, like I was just like, I completely understand, Mike. It'll just take a minute. So I'm like politely saying like, I don't care, you know, and then I'm just kind of keep going. And that's pretty much it. So, but the main thing, I think the key there is the like, hey, we're just down here on Hawthorne. Like that's the moment where they're like, oh, this is a human. Where you're like, Mike, I'm just down here. We're on Hawthorne and Lomita, just down the street. It's like, right? You know, like, you know, Hawthorne and Lomita, like right down the street, right? It's like, you have the property right here. It's like down the street. It's like, oh, okay. So you're just calling me. You're just like a local guy. You know, then they're going to listen to you. They're not going to hang up on you. Like, you're calling me from India.
Yeah.
You know, or like Taiwan or something. No offense to them, but like when somebody calls me from India or Taiwan, I immediately think like this is a complete solicit. I just don't care. Like I just don't have time for this. But if somebody calls me like, hey Chris, like I'm your neighbor calling you from like next door, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, I don't really want to hang up on my neighbor. What if I run into him on the street? And then it's awkward, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like the key there is like, hey man, like I'm just down the street. I grew up here. I live in Torrance. I know the place. This is if you're doing local, and then the same thing. It's all the same thing. Like Gardena, you just make Torrance sound so close to Gardena, and then you do Long Beach. You make it sound like we're neighbors there. So you just make it like you have to give them the vibe where it's like, dude, like I'm right here. You know, like just give me a shot. Like I got everything I need. I'm here to help you. I'm your friend. I'm your neighbor. And then it's trust, dude. All you're doing is selling trust. Like that's purely what it is. And it's a transfer of certainty. Like whoever is more certain on the phone is going to win. So like whoever is more sure. So you got to get real certain. Like make sure you're super like sure about what you're talking about. That's why like I always say like sell yourself first. When you sell yourself, you're good. You know. How do you feel about that? Yeah? Let's go.